Good morning. I had something in my eye, so I'm like, good morning. Lots of chaos this morning. I spilled on my shirt. I've had neck and shoulder pain all morning and all night. Uh, I'm okay though. It's just been a lot of little forgetting things, but I'm here. Hello and good morning. Happy Monday. The poll is up. We have two different decks that we are using in the poll. The Light Seers Tarot and the Mystic Dreamer. If you have not seen either of those decks, that's okay. I'm going to show them off before I use either one. Whichever one wins the poll, it doesn't matter to me. This is more of an interaction thing for chat. So it looks like Mystic Dreamer is winning. So we'll probably be using that one. Good morning. How is everybody? How was your weekend? Did you have a good 4th of July? Did you get up to anything? Um, did you do any fireworks? Hopefully not, but did you? Might scold you if you did. Just kidding. I might not. Good morning, Pisces and Elsie. It's good to see you both. Oh my god, Pisces, 55 stream streak. I think you have the highest stream streak of anyone here, so thank you so much for being here. Maybe you don't. I'm not sure. That's just the highest number I've seen so far. Thank you. Streaking. Also, yeah, it is me right now. I was gonna wear my gold saucer shirt and then I spilled Alani all over it. But we're good, we're good. It isn't a stream unless you got a bunch of scuff happening, right? All right. Let me see. Let me see, let me see. Why does Twitch Mobile have an update every single day? Or it seems like it. So what is everyone up to this week? Hi, Nefer, how are you? Oh, another thing I fucked up. I also messed up the title of the stream. We're not playing Supermarket Chaos today. We're going to be playing a different supermarket game. But I was in such a like tizzy trying to get everything set up and change my shirt and just exist that I forgot to switch the title. So it's not going to be that game. I did try to fix it as soon as I noticed it, but unfortunately Twitch likes to be the B word. So yeah, I hate it too. It is what it is. If you see the title says Supermarket Chaos, that's not the game we're playing. I'm so sorry. But the poll is up. It looks like we are at 1 vote for Light Seers, 3 for Mystic Dreamer. Okay. Yeah, it's Monday. They shut off the CERN Hadron Collider and everything went weird. I'm blaming it on that at least. I'm blaming it on them shutting off the Hadron, whatever it's called, the CERN, the Super Hadron Collider, whatever the fuck it's called. I'm making some juice, but my palm sugar is running low. Very nice. In real life or in Final Fantasy? Because I'm assuming Final Fantasy. I always assume Final Fantasy. Yeah, the CERN Research Institute. Large Hadron Collider, that's what it's called. And they shut it off a few days ago to get some upgrades. And as soon as they shut it off, I completely noticed something going weird. It was just weird. Time slowed down. And yeah. Not to be too woo-woo, but I 100% think that had something to do with it. Okay. So, as you guys know, Monday mornings are our messages for the week, and then we do some games afterwards. We're going to be playing Megastore Simulator later. If you're tired of the simulator games, it's too bad. We're going to be just playing them for today. But tomorrow we are going to be playing a different market game, but it's newer than the other ones. It's new to the channel. It came out back in, I want to say April or May, so it's been out for a couple months, but I haven't had a chance to play it yet, and I've decided to play it tomorrow for stream. It is going to be a convenience store market simulator game, but it has a story to it, so we'll be playing that tomorrow. But today we're going to continue our Megastore Simulator file and see what we get up to. But before we do that, we are going to do our Monday messages. Messages, I say plural, it's actually going to be one message for the entire week. I was doing 3 messages for the modalities, but then it was kind of like the messages were just kind of consistently the same. And it was costing me a lot of energy to do 3, so I could just do one general message. I think that's good enough. Let's go ahead and switch over. Of course, during these, you're welcome to discuss the message as much as you'd like. But anything that has to do with outside message stuff that you're trying to get my attention for, it'll have to wait for after I'm done with this because I need my focus. I need to be able to focus on the messages. We can start preparing for the reading now, but I'm gonna wait till the voting's completely done before I decide to start actually pulling cards. So the 2 decks that I have listed are right here. You're gonna notice a difference in the way they look because one isn't a regular deck box like this. It's Light Seer Tarot. Most of you know this if you read tarot. It's actually a pretty popular deck in the tarot community. If you don't read tarot, that's okay. But this is a very popular one. I like the art for this one a lot because it still reads as Rider-Waite, except it's a thick boy. It's a thick deck, and we're gonna compare it to the original Rider-Waite. See the difference? You see the difference for my tiny hands. Like it's a big boy, but honestly, I love this deck a lot. It's yeah, she's thick. It's not many cards. It's the same amount of cards. It's just they're thicker. The card stock's a lot thicker. The first card on top is the Empress. The art is really, really nice. I really, really like it. It definitely gives a new interpretation to the same energy. Like with the Eight of Swords here, if you know the Eight of Swords, you're trapped in your own thoughts. You're not really focused on the world around you. And that is depicted very well here. I think she's looking into a mirror, but I like to also think of her looking at a tub of water because we're also sometimes faced with our emotions. So it's pretty interesting stuff. Based on our poll, I'm gonna guess the Mystic Dreamer Tarot is the one we want to use today. But next time we do voting, if you see Light Seer's Tarot on there and you're curious about this deck, we can do a message with that. But we did vote the Mystic Dreamers from the looks of it. Let me double check here. For some reason, Twitch mobile updates a little bit better. The refresh rate isn't as good here as it is on Twitch mobile. So it looks like we voted Mystic Dreamer. It's almost out. We have a few seconds left, but this is the Mystic Dreamer. It's a little hard to see because of my camera angle, but we're just gonna do a quick glance at it as we get started for these messages. So with messages here, with any tarot readings in general, my readings are open. My private readings are open. Which tarot? Poll ended. Mystic Dreamer at 75% of the votes. So 3 out of the 4 people that voted wanted Mystic Dreamer. So the Mystic Dreamer's deck has a deck book. It basically tells you what you need to know about reading tarot, which I already do. But it is a nice thing to have a little booklet to tell you, you know, what this card means or what it could mean and how you could interpret it. So again, with these general messages, take the parts that resonate. Don't force the message to fit into your life if it doesn't make sense. If you feel like this message might give you any anxiety, any stress, any pressure towards the future, I'd advise you to not listen to it, or at least to take it with a grain of salt. If you are the type of person that wants to get a reading, my readings are open on my Ko-fi. Let me go ahead and link that real quick. If you are interested in a personal reading, they are open on my Ko-fi. Or you can tip if you'd like. Okay, so the Mystic Dreamer Tarot. I connect pretty well with this deck. I can't say entirely why, because it's very woo-woo reasons. Some people do not care for the art style here because it uses real people, as you can tell. But I don't personally care about that. I just care if the interpretations make sense, if I can connect with it. And I can connect with this one fairly well. And sometimes when I connect with this one, it's a call out. It's a nasty call out too. All right. Let's go ahead and see what our message is for this week. This week is the July. Wow, it's July already. That's kind of crazy when you think about it. July already. So the week is July 6th to the 12th. Take what resonates, and when I say that, I mean take the parts of the message that make sense to you and your personal life, however it makes sense to you, however it makes sense to the life you want to live. Take only the parts that give you pause, that help you reflect. Girl. Girl, please. What is the message for today's collective for this week? Goodness, we're not reading all that. I'm gonna read it on in a minute, actually. So it fell out this way. It kind of did a here's your message to start the message, and here's your message to end the message, and then a bunch of shit kind of just fell out with it. I'm getting sort of like letting your emotions getting in the way of your inspiration or your creativity because maybe you're a little bit uncertain about something, how someone might interpret your creation or how it might manifest in some way. I don't get like there's fear in this. I get more of like just you have a lot of emotions you're not really pouring into your work. So an artist creates, and this is for anybody who does actually create art or creates in general and doesn't see their work as art. I feel like you might be kind of locking yourself in an emotional basement of forgetting that a lot of the source of your creativity comes from emotion. And if you are afraid to create something that is clear to others that you are having certain feelings that might offend them or might cause them concern for you, it might be kind of what the message is entailing. But I'm going to kind of look a little deeper than that because I don't get that there's so much a fear or there's a entrapment of any kind. I get more like you're presenting a version of yourself right now that knows best and does best. And while that's working for what you have around you, I think there's some like missing of connection. I'll be right back actually. One second. One second. Okay. All right. So as I was saying, interrupted myself for the time being. So if you're new here, we do one Monday message per week. So every Monday we try to do a message before we do the rest of stream. And I kind of interrupted myself because I needed to go do something. I want to say for the sake of this message, I get a strong sense that this is for people who are um not really emotionally letting themselves take any risk of uh making mistakes. I don't think you're afraid of the mistake, and I don't think that you're incapable of handling a mistake when it happens. I think that there's maybe some I think and feel that I know best, but what's being asked of me right now is not based on what I know and what I feel is best, because now I'm being asked to do new things that I'm not prepared for. And so maybe you're a little bit stuck in a routine of uh kind of mothering your inner child instead of just letting your inner child free to create and to kind of watch over what you're doing. You might be internally nitpicking your inner child a little bit right now. Watching them a little bit too closely is what I'm getting from this. Now, I don't really get that this is like particular to inner child healing. I get that it's just more so that we all have our own innate inner child that is asking to be let free to play, to create, to do whatever. But there is always a part of us that's like, well, you're not really in the mind for that. You're not really in the headspace for that. You got to focus on this other thing first. And it's like, you have to put something down at some point. You know what I mean? You have to give yourself time to put down any facades that you have about what it means to properly engage with the world right now. I think like there's a little bit of that here. I don't really get that there's like you're faking anything. I just get that sometimes what you think you know best is built off of um a shield that you've developed for yourself in kind of creating the space that you have. Might have been built off of hyper independence. It might have been built off of sort of this persona that still exists because you had to create it, but you do underneath all of that still exist as a person who deserves to be let free and let wild. You know what I mean? And maybe this isn't for people who don't do that, or isn't for people who do that at all, but I get that there's some duality in your energy right now. This week really asks you to allow yourself to have that duality of the uncertain and the known. Um, I kind of feel like this is like letting yourself dream big without kind of overexerting this idea that you're doing too much, or that you're letting yourself out to play, so to speak, is letting yourself do too much. I don't really get like there's much more than that from this message. I get that really just you're maybe criticizing yourself too much for the ways that you're playing, for the ways that you're having joy, for the ways that you're doing things right now in ways that you don't really have sense of, you don't have a lot of control of, because there's so many things that don't really fit exactly right now because you're still figuring them out, that you're overworking and overthinking and over emoting what it means to kind of hold it all together. Now, I don't know what else that really could entail for you, so feel free to sit with that for however long you need to. Having all these court cards here plus the Hierophant is giving me pause, because I feel like it's kind of talking about how we use our experiences to start creating new experiences for ourselves. So if there's something that you don't have a lot of experience with, you have to give yourself a safe space to be able to do that. If you're not giving yourself a safe space right now to be able to learn new things and experience new things and grow from those things, then you're not giving yourself enough experience to grow at all. And so you'll continue to be stuck in whatever field of vision that you have, and whatever field of vision you have right now is fine. But in this day in life, we need to continue to see ourselves in the most positive and most assured light. I think in a way you might also be a little bit burnt out from constantly trying to see the positive. So I think there's a little bit of duality in this, that you're being asked to kind of modify your expectations and modify the way that you look at the world around you, and allow yourself to just be bad at something, maybe, or to just not have everything figured out right now, and to not let that overwhelm you too much. I know that's like a lot to ask in this day and age, and a lot to ask right now, but unfortunately the message is not coming to me any clearer than that. Probably because just the day itself, but I will also ask that we peek here at this Two of Wands here. The Two of Wands asking for us to have patience and to have sort of a space to create vision for ourselves and a space to create the vision that we want to have for ourselves, but also understanding that the vision we have of ourselves is based on where we're at right now, and we don't know everything. So what you're seeing is only through the eyes of a person who has these ideas, right? Your ideas later might change, you might develop. The person that you were 5 years ago is not the person that you are today. And so the way you envisioned yourself being today is not the same as how you envisioned it, but it isn't that it's bad, it's just different, right? So just allow yourself to play with the vision more than trying to pinpoint what the vision is right now. Okay? So that's the message that I'm getting. I'm not really sure how that's going to land for all of you, so take what resonates. My readings are open if you do need one. I'm going to put these away. If you guys want to take a screenshot, you're welcome to kind of... I'll get it a little prettier for you guys, but that is the Queen of Swords right there with the Hierophant. I just put it in the middle because it made the most sense to me to be in the middle, but I do feel like that is a decent message about the way that we present ourselves, because you have to remember too, with the Queens and the Hierophant, they're all on thrones. They're all presenting themselves in a way that other people are hearing them. And so if you are a type of person who likes to present to people and likes to think about the ways that you're presenting to other people, whether you do content creation, whether you create it all, or whether you're just a person who, you know, hosts D&D parties, or if you're somebody who's just, you're just part of a group and you are concerned about the way you fit into that group, you fit into that mold, is going to change. It's going to alter, and you're already feeling that a little bit in this energy. And I think that for this energy, it's really just asking you to not be too concerned about it. Because when you start concerning yourself too much with it, you start to get in your own way about the potential of growth that you might have. So let yourself fuck up a little bit. It's okay. It's gonna be alright. I think that's a good message. I'm gonna stop it there. It's only 10:30, so we can talk for a little bit before I switch over to Megastore. The title's wrong, I know. It's... What a morning. Hi, Apothic. How are you? Good morning. All right. So, that was the Mystic Dreamer Tarot. Yeah. I think what's good too is there is something to be said about seeing court cards in tarot. With the court cards, we're looking at messages of, you know, I've made my mark here, but I, based on the pages or the knights or the queens or the kings, the way that you are presenting that information of who you are to the world, you're giving your ideas to the world. You're kind of like layering them out. You're sprinkling them like that salt meme, you know, you're sprinkling them out there. We're gonna switch over. You know, you're sprinkling your ideas out there. You're letting your ideas be known to the world, but you're also trying too hard maybe to be a bit demure about it, to seem like you have it all figured out. And the point of having fresh ideas that are fresh to the world is that you have no idea what you're doing with them. And your concern and watchful eye, although good and good for you to, you know, have good critical thinking skills, I think you're getting maybe too internalized with it. And in order to know if those ideas will land is to actually do something with them. You'll always kind of be stuck behind your ideas unless you start putting them out there. You have to let them blossom and let them have their own relationship with the world. It's sort of like when I started doing content on Twitter and on TikTok and I started to blow up, and I was just like, my ideas were good. Like, yeah, your ideas are great. So why were you worried about it? So if you're a type of person who overthinks, over nurtures, over stresses about the way that your ideas are being perceived or how you're being perceived, this is kind of a time for you to just dwell on that a little bit. Because it's not that your ideas are bad, you might just be feeling bad about yourself and letting that affect your work. And in that case, I don't really think it's about not presenting your ideas, but just recognizing that separation, that it's not you, it's not your ideas, it's you. But you do still have good ideas and you do still create well. So don't get stuck in that vicious cycle of critiquing and just like sitting with, because the queens in their own nature of court cards, they kind of present like the way that the kingdom functions internally. So how your kingdom functions internally really presents in the queens. Yes, we had the Hierophant there. Yes, the Hierophant presents outwardly, but you did so much internalizing that you didn't really check with the public enough to really, you just came out with it and people just had to like it. Like you don't really have a lot of basis of understanding outside of that. Leave the critiquing to Gordon. Yeah, actually, it's raw. Where's the lamb sauce? Anyways, so that is the message. I kind of take it not for myself, maybe for me like a few months ago, before I started doing my one deck one readings. I was like, do people really care about this? I started posting them anyway. I'm getting views on them. I don't care. So a lot of the times it's you just need to get over yourself and do the thing and then see how people feel and you can adjust. You know what I'm saying? You can adjust and pull back from there. So the message does have to do with me a little bit, but the thing about doing tarot readings is whoever's doing the reading, it's going to be about them a little bit anyway, because they're the ones doing the reading. They're the ones picking up on the energy. Um, I think that's good. That was Mystic Dreamer Tarot. I got it actually used from a reader that I mutuals with on Twitter. She was getting rid of some decks. I wanted to buy a used deck because all of my decks were new. I had never purchased a used deck before, and I was like, ooh, this sounds fascinating because, woo, spiritual shit. And I bought this for $20 off of, I believe her name was Joe. And I don't know, I don't think she's on Twitter anymore, but shout out to her. Um, really cool person. When I picked up the deck, she told me she cleansed it and she left a little smiley face, and I was just like, really? You cleansed it? Okay, good. And then I opened it and I started shuffling through it, and I just felt like very connected with it instantly, and I was like, I don't know if this is like crazy person talk, but like I feel a connection with this, like other than different than my other decks. But anyways, that was Mystic Dreamer. Definitely recommend it if you want decent card stock, if you want a deck you can connect with pretty easily. If you could connect with that kind of art, it's really important that you can connect with the art itself rather than worried about the card stock. But the card stock does help because the easier it is to shuffle, the easier it is to get through readings, and efficiency and optimization are my jam because Virgo placements. But anyways, oh yeah, please do. My Discord has a section if you want to share any art of tarot or just tarot in general. No AI though. If you start sharing AI stuff in my Discord, I'm gonna have to delete it. Not you, but just it. Because unfortunately it is a little bit tough to tell between AI sometimes. Luna's had to check on some stuff for me because I'd be like, oh, look at this picture. I think it might be AI. And she's like, it is. I'm like, damn. So, anyways, that was your message for this week. Hopefully, it applies. If it doesn't apply, but you need it later, or you know someone who needs it, hopefully it helps somebody. We're gonna chill for a little bit. My pain pills already kicked in, so I feel a lot better. It's just like right in here. I think I have Ehlers Danlos because the amount of times that I'll just be sitting here and my shoulder will just decide to pop out of place and be in pain for a few days is kind of crazy. Mystic Dream, yeah, old D&D. Yeah, you know what reminds me of old D&D sometimes too is the Chrysalis Tarot that I have, which is another one that I really like using. It's really interesting how much stuff we connect with on a level that's nothing to do with spirituality but somehow helps us connect more to our own. And maybe that is kind of the message. Like sometimes the mundane human life is enough for us to be inspired, you know? I think a lot of times spiritual people are like, you got to know these terms and know how to do these things in order to connect with spirituality. And it's like, it does help you to have an understanding of yourself on a deeper level, but the person that you are already is a deep spiritual person. You just haven't really tapped into that yet. And your day to day experiences teach you something about your life, even when you don't recognize it. So being able to kind of in that Two of Wands energy that was there, to kind of just recognize that it's important to reflect and it is important to think about your decisions and how they affect you and what's affecting you right now. But sometimes it's actually okay to just take the risk and to just do and not really worry about how you're feeling about it, because your feelings can change, your thoughts about it can change. When I started posting content on Twitter and then on TikTok and then started streaming on Twitch, they were all different versions of the same thing. They were, I'm afraid to do this, but once I started doing it and started getting more used to it and just let myself have the experience, it was easier for me to get used to instead of constantly getting in my head, getting in my head, getting in my head, getting, you know what I mean? Introspection is super important because, yeah, yep, for sure, for sure. But the introspection can get a little crazy. So you do have to know when to check your introspection, check your biases, check your fears, all of that. So that's pretty much what that message was saying. And I was just like, oh, well, good for me. That doesn't apply. Applied to me like a few months ago, years ago. All right. So we're going to get into messages. See, it's just one of those days. It's just one of those days. So we're gonna get into Mega Market very soon. But we probably will have an ad break in about 20 minutes. So I don't know if I should just yap until the ad break or just, but I wouldn't know what to yap about. So we're probably just gonna switch over. So let's just switch over. We can yap while we switch over. So 4th of July, noisy in my neighborhood. So I spent most of yesterday just enjoying the silence and playing uh this actually because I have addiction problems. Tomorrow we will be playing a game that I've never touched. I'll probably open it just so I can check the settings and make sure it's working on OBS before I stream it. But that's as far as I'm probably gonna go with it. Um, they announced, I think I mentioned it yesterday on Supermarket Chaos, they announced that they're going to come out with a multiplayer function, and I'm really excited about that because Luna and I play Supermarket Simulator sometimes, and that sure is chaos. I'll tell you that much. So the idea of a game that's already chaos adding multiplayer is going to be pretty interesting. Pretty wild, I would think. So yeah. Is today Thursday? You know what? I actually don't know. Maybe spiritually speaking, we can say it's Thursday. I do that on Tuesdays still. That one time in band camp when we were like, is it Tuesday? No, it's Thursday. Alright, let's open up Megastore. My lads fandom. Last I heard the government got involved with the Valco stuff. There was some news recently of another Otome game, another 3D CGI Otome game coming out with some sort of like new game that has a werewolf in it. And there was some talk of the developers encouraging people to make lies up about Valco to have him shut down just to promote their game. And while I'm not really sure that is 100% accurate, because everything on the internet is kind of bullshit to me, unless I see it from, I see enough times from reputable news sources, but even then, like, not to be tinfoil hat, but like I try not to be too tied into what's real news and what isn't, unless it's, stuff going on in the real world, not games. You know what I'm saying? Like if I see an ad of like new Lego set coming out, I'm immediately going, is this picture AI? Is this a reputable source for this information? You know what I'm saying? Um but as far as we can tell when it comes to lads, some people are saying that another game is trying to make headway. Do you guys like the color of this? The blue. I like the blue. But if we want to change it, it's free. It's free to change. Okay, we're back in Home Arts. And like I said, I don't know if it's real or not. I don't know if we're getting Valko back. I don't know anything really about what's going on in the lads fandom other than there is a lot of hashtags. I do want Valko to come back. I do know if Valko comes back, it's never going to be the same and it's going to be kind of a nightmare to deal with either way. But I genuinely think that we needed this kind of thing. I know it sounds crazy, but think of it like oh, we do have bread off the shelf. What? I like to think of it like one of those scenarios where it does feel like a PR kind of thing where they're constantly talking about Valko not being around. They're constantly talking about, you know, what it means to bring him back and people talking about it. It just kind of feels a little bit like it was a PR stunt, if I'm being honest. It feels a little bit like one. Is it a PR stunt? I don't know. I actually don't know for sure. All I know is people are going absolutely crazy about Valko coming back. I don't know if he will. I don't know if he won't. All I know is I do want him around because he's hot, okay? He's hot and he seems like a good boy, and those are beautiful recipes for beautiful things, okay? I need a hot man who's really into me and will cry if I don't give him attention. That's my jam. It reminds me of the whole Omegaverse lawsuits. You know, honestly, he does have a perfect schnoz, he does. It kind of, the whole thing with Valko is, I think it's good in the sense that, you know, we get to see people care deeply about what happens in our fandom. We get to see people who are genuinely like interested in a character. Like, we got Queso talking about it on his stream the other night. Like, that's a little crazy, but that's where we're at. We had someone donate bits to talk about the Valko situation. I think that's wonderful and terrible at the same time. So I'm gonna actually move the checkouts again. I did it last time, but I'm gonna keep moving them this way. And I have a method to my madness. At some point, I'm gonna want to have all the checkouts be along this, like, path. So I have a clear path to, you know what I'm saying? So it's not too cluttered. Because right now it's a little bit cluttered. At least to me, it's a little bit cluttered. I don't think it's actually cluttered. I think it just feels cluttered because of the way that I set this up. How to get paid for having correct opinions. Volume 1. This isn't even, is it? No. Good enough. Good enough. Alright. So we're moving stuff around still. It's a little uneven, but it's fine. And now I get to get my trolley back and do some reorganizing. Yeah, there's, like I said, there's a rumor for Valko basically getting the shit end of the stick by another company because they wanted to, like, promote their stuff. And while I can see that being very plausible, like, I can see that as a possibility for sure. I don't really know if there's any solid proof or if there will be any solid proof of that. What I can say is that I'm not going to be playing the other game that's getting promoted because obviously I'm not going to promote something that's trying to get rid of a character that I want out. And even if I didn't want that character, even if I didn't care about Valko, I don't think it's really fair what they did to him. You know what I mean? He deserves better than that. There's room for red hair. Exactly. I wanted a redhead from, like, the very beginning. Alright, I just realized I can change the prices of all of my stuff to match the market because they have a match all the market button. So I'm going to do that because it's going to help us make a lot more money than we're making right now. Plus, I have cashiers, so I don't really have to worry about me entering those numbers. Thank God. The laziness in me is over 9,000. What do you mean there's too many boxes? What do you mean? Alright, we're gonna put these away since I've already stocked them. Are these things that I can stock? Yes, they are. Except that. Alright. Do I have a restock? I forgot who I have hired in this file. Hiring, manage staff. We have all our cashiers for the day. But do we have any bakers? No, we do not. Do we have an unloader? No, we do not. I am the unloader. Fuck. I love Astidian, but there are other brooding hot lancers I can... Fang. Fang from the hit game, Final Fantasy 13. I hear Fang's a good option. She's not really brooding, though. She's more like, she's just Australian, as some people would say. She's just Australian. Alright, I think that's probably okay for our stocking situation. I will probably look into doing more later. But I do need to organize these shelves. I will look into that later. Thank you. Me? Is there a sexy woman involved? Because I'm there. Count me interested. Where's that? Mark me down as both scared and horny. I'll be right back. All right, thank you. Let us continue our placing of the items. I think we're good with cereal. Yeah. Good, good, good. Good, 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 good. Oh wait, not there, not there. Not there! Yona of Dawn is such a good series. Oh, I'll keep that in mind. I love a good series. I love when people recommend good series to me. It fills me with joy. Alright. They're doing a season 2, that's nice. I love when series are like, we're gonna do a second season. Cause why the heck not? Why not do a second season? Clean spray. Just that right there. Cleaning product here. I can't stand when there's just one item left in the box. It just upsets me too much. It's like, why you gotta do that to me? In front of my salad. Disgusting. Alright, we're gonna put this back. I should hire a baker or something of that caliber, but I am 6 of 6, so I can't hire anybody else right now. But what I can do is keep moving stuff around. Yeah. Maybe. Possibly. Gonna have this looking like Target in a second. It's okay, watch me cook. I got this. Maybe I don't got this, and maybe this is gonna look really bad in a second, but I got this nonetheless. It's like, we're watching you cook, and it's a very trust the process situation. It is. Thank you. This is a very trust the process situation. I beg you to trust the process. It'll be okay. Alright, here's the plan. I'm gonna put that over here. Because why not having cleaning stuff right there? Why not? Why not have a bunch of cleaning crap right there? And then what we'll do is move this slightly over. Yeah. Gotta move the shelves around a little bit. It's a little cramped, but we're not working with a lot of space for the amount of stuff that we have, so it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna stuff the bakery over here, because why not? Why not put a bakery in a corner? Why not do that? Oh, I just realized I squished this up way too much. Oh, that's cute! I love that. There. Right there. There we go. Perfect! I actually don't have to move the baking stuff. I think the baking stuff can actually stay over here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And then if I need to extend it, I'll have plenty of room to extend it. And it should be an okay thing. Maybe. Should be. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows anymore? But now I can set these up to be baked. To be baked. Just like... No. And we're going to set that up. And we're going to wait for it to bake. And we're going to have a good time. Maybe. Alright. So I think this can stay over here in the front section. And then we can maybe kind of add some extra shelves this way. Do like a mini like aisle hallway situation maybe. And then I think that's a decent amount of space walking in. I don't think people are going to be like, oh, that's too much going on. Like, hydrate reminder. Okay, I'll do it just for you though. Just for you. I'll drink water just for you. Thank you, Luna. Please also hydrate. More than just one. Thank you. I'm trying to be as efficient as possible. I don't know how it's turning out though, because efficiency is a whole thing. Okay. Just leave these down here. Alright, that should be good. We should be good. We should be fine. We're gonna open this because it is a self-checkout and self-checkouts are da bomb.com. Okay. Alright. Let's open this up and I'll do a quick scan if everything is... Oh, no. We need some eggs. We have ice cream. What am I doing? Do we have eggs and I'm just not stocking them? We have so many eggs. What am I doing? Born to 6'7", forced to 9... Born to 6'7", forced to 9 to 5. I love you. Thank you for giving me that to read. I really, really appreciate that. It was because of you that I was able to read that. Alright, where are the eggs? Did I leave eggs in the freezer? Oh, shit. Okay, we're gonna take these out because I learned very recently how to read. Did you guys know that I didn't know how to fucking read? But yeah. Yeah, so if you see baked items in the same shelving area, like the fridge area, as produce, you're doing it wrong. And I learned this pretty recently. Because unfortunately, it says to cool. They're supposed to be in a cooling rack. Did you know that? Because I didn't. I didn't know that. And now that I've had the privilege of learning that, I get to do this. I get to stock some freezer damaged vegetables. Isn't that great for me? Isn't that lovely? Anyways. No harm, no foul. Just very annoying when you think about the fact that, like, you spent the money on the produce and now you have to worry about the produce going bad. But on the bright side is I can go in the computer and order some extra shelving for it because I wanted to do that. I wanted to get a little corner produce thingy so I can rearrange. Now, if only the truck would hurry up and get here. I'm kidding. It's here. We're here. We're good. We have our furniture. Woo! Furniture. This. Perfect. Perfect. And we're gonna move all our apples to this side. Not there. So we do have an ad break coming in about 3 minutes. I'm going to do some stretching and some rehydrating. Please feel free to do the same. If you've already done that, then I don't know what else to tell you. Just good luck. Whatever you decide to do, good luck. Yeah, transfer these apples over. Gonna shower? Awesome. Enjoy your shower. Can't look now. A customer is browsing. Well, that's too fucking bad. Okay. Where do the French fries go? Here, I guess. Okay. Okay. I can't go that way. Alright. So that ad break starts in less than a minute. So feel free to stretch, hydrate, do what you gotta do. I'll be here. Stretching, hydrating, doing my thing. Yeah. Yeah. Order some lunch. Hell yeah. Sounds good to me. Why is there toothpaste in here? Why is there toothpaste? Okay. Alright, be right back. All right. Have any good ads? Want a break from the ads? Do you guys remember those? They're an ad that talks about ads. Kind of ridiculous if you ask me. So we're at $1,600. I like that number because it's higher than 0. We have some product that we need to keep stocking, so we're gonna continue that process. I'm gonna remove these stickers because eventually I'm gonna want to hire some restockers, and I don't want them to fill up on products that we already have in other spaces. But I think we're looking good right now. I think so. And I know so. Alright, so we have these lemons just sitting here. So we're going to try and do something with them. How much is our staff costs right now? Okay, so our payments are $396 a day. Daily payment is actually $401. My bad. 402. We'll say 402 just to kind of round up a little bit. Staff is 646. So that's a little over 1,000. That's a little bit much, but we need at least that much to be able to pay our employees and to pay our loan. So we have about 1,152 left over, more or less, about as much to do some ordering if we need to. I don't suppose we will need any because it looks like we've got plenty of meat. Did I just put the same meat in the same damn spot as the other one? That's crazy. Alright, let me go ahead and do some meat. Do some meat. Sounds nasty. Alright, let's go. Let's do some restocking. Oh my goodness. What I do need to buy is some shelves and some other little things because my god, is it crazy. So what we're going to do is we're going to, since we have some stock, we're going to invest in an extra warehouse section, right? What this means is it's going to push all this over. We have shelves we're not using. So what I'm going to do actually is stuff this little guy in here, right? And then what we can do is start putting stuff on, you guessed it, on shelves. And then it'll look a little bit more organized in here. Maybe. Who knows? Actually, let me do a quick vacuum of all our stuff. Because that's what you can do with this, this here little trash can. Turn it into a vacuum. I know, what a concept. Medium box. Actually, let me just bring you to me. The lovely trash can. It really is a lovely trash can, if you think about it. Actually, let's do that. Let's do all the meat on one shelf and then all the non-meat on the other shelf. I think that'll go better. You know what? It's okay. It's how it functions. It functions better with a capitalized O. So we're level 30. Let us end the day. See how much money we're left at 1,200. That's actually really good. So we're starting the day with 1,200. What do we need, if anything? I don't think we'll need any more carrots, actually, because I think having that much is actually perfect. Let's see if we can fill up those lemons and then get rid of the crate, because I'm worried about those lemons. Where'd they go? Where'd you go, lemons? Did I forget about you? Nope, you're right here. Falling away. Oh, the store's going great. I have frozen damaged some lemons, but other than that, we're good. Alright, let's bring this to the back. And scoot you over a little bit, because you are in my way. There we go. Good. Ooh, maybe we could do it like this. That might actually be a little bit better. What do you guys think? No, I think it was fine the way it was. It was a little bit cramped, but, like, it wasn't too bad. Can I hire somebody yet? Can I hire a night stalker? A stalker? I can't hire nobody. That's okay. I can continue being the stalker, I guess. Let's go ahead and throw this out. And then what I'll do is I will do some ordering beforehand. Oil we're gonna need. How much is a full pallet? 400. Jesus Christ. Tea we're good. Water we're good. Eggs we're good. Chips we could probably do with a few more. We'll get an extra juice. We'll get some extra raw chickens. Some extra Jelly Belly candy. Definitely gonna need a bit more of this. And this. And then we're gonna get extra ice cream. What about our bakery stuff? Ooh, we are completely out of chia seed bread. So what I'm gonna do is grab this other shelf and bring it into the fridge, because we're definitely going to need extra space for all the bread that we're having. And I'm thinking what we could do is order a full pallet of the chia seed bread, because that one is the one that sells the fastest. And the full pallet is only 12 of these, so we'll be good for a little bit. We'll put the eggs over here. Apples need to be thrown away. Uh-oh. It's okay. We'll get an extra fridge. And then put yogurt here. Actually, what's funny to me is eggs don't actually need to be refrigerated. Since this game is based, I think, somewhere in, like, Turkey, I want to say. I could be wrong. If you are a developer of the game or know anybody who is, or at least have more information, please let me know, because I don't want to get that wrong and offend anybody. But, pretty much, yeah. You don't have to store the eggs, but consciously speaking, I'd like to store the eggs in the fridge. So, as to not, be concerned about, you know, salmonella and all that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move the freezer over here. The fridge over here. And then eventually we'll get a walk-in cooler. And the walk-in cooler is where we can put all of our produce, because we will have quite a bit of produce in the near future. So right now we only need the chia seed bread. A full pallet's $240. I think we can get away with getting that, because I actually want to get an extra shelf next time, but I want to leave some money. So it's $888.12, and we'll go ahead and we'll go and purchase that. It's a full pallet of chia seed bread. We should probably order some extra shelves for the future, but I think we're good where we're at. And we don't need to worry about much else, I don't think. This. And that's it. Okay. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. So let's go ahead and take out all the frozen stuff first. We're going to handle that first because obviously there's problems if you don't get the frozen stuff out of the way first. We're actually going to grab the meat from the back rooms and get that stored as well. Get some that going. I weirdly like doing the stalking. I don't know what it is. Yes, it is very meticulous, I guess is the right word. It's not the most fun task, but there's something about making sure everything goes where it needs to. You know? I'm actually thinking I need to move the chicken over here. It probably was over here. And I just kept moving it. These are all empty, right? Yeah. Oh, that's why. Because I had the french fries in a completely different cooler. That's on me. My bad. So the french fries were actually over here. That's why I'm misremembering. That's what I'm misremembering. The freezer section was a little bit stretched out so that we could have that like that. Okay. I'm remembering now. It's just because I have another file I play on and it's set up way differently. Just so I have the appeal of, like, for myself to have that novelty of things being slightly different. You know what I'm saying? So what I needed to have done was get the chicken nuggets out of the freezer. This is where you say, I'd like some chicken nuggets now. Because I would also like some chicken nuggets. Do they have bagel bites? Probably. If they don't, I'll probably riot. Just for you, though. Okay. Chicken nuggets have been stocked. Chickens have not. There we go. Chickens have been stocked. Probably could fit another bag of nuggies in there. But I don't think I have any extras. There we go. Do I have extra nuggets? I have one extra box of chicken nuggets. I have... maybe. Let me stock these ice creams right here. No, because that's a meat section. Okay, this is empty. What am I doing? Is all of this empty? Great organization skills, Val. 100%. Bagel bites are very tasty, you're right. Definitely have to order some more stuff later. Fridge, what we doing? Okay, we actually probably already ordered the stuff and that's what's on the way. I just remembered we have a truck outside. Silly me. Juice. Oh, I was supposed to grab eggs out of the fridge. That's what I'm remembering now. I'm supposed to get eggs. It says we need eggs. It's okay, I have another trolley back here. 2 eggs, please. 2 eggy. Good, 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 good. Yogurt. We probably need a thing of yogurt out there, actually. 2 eggs. I'll just grab both the eggs. Make sure it's fully stocked. No problem there. If there's a problem, I'm sure it'll be solved through people just buying all of it. That's the only problem there is people potentially buying all of the eggs that I have. All right. All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. Yogurt. I did need to stock the yogurt. Ah, just a few though. This is a problem for Val later, I say as I come in here and grab an empty box. And say, damn, past Val was an asshole to future Val. Because that's how it is. Don't leave a problem that you could fix now for you later, because you later might not have the capacity for it. Alright, oil. Good. Good, good, good. Get there. Get there. Get there. I should reorganize this a little bit differently, but I unfortunately don't care enough. I mean, I do. I care a lot, but it's also something that it's gonna take more brain power than I'm willing to give it at this very moment. And I think that's okay. I think that's more than okay. I think it's okay to say, you know what, I think I might be a little bit too, not tapped in enough to be able to complete this task right now. I'll check in later and do it later. So meat could be fully stocked is what I'm getting from this whole situation. So I'm going to run back into the freezer and get the rest of our stuff so that I don't have to stress about it as much later. So I'm going to grab all the meat that we have in here, and later on we can get like full pallets of it, I'm thinking. It'll cost a lot of money, but we also go through it quite quickly. So we're going to take this out. Better to do this now before the store opens than to open the store and do it while there's customers in here, because they will mess up any arranging I have to do. Because if you try to take something from one spot, it'll say, you can't take that right now. A customer's looking at it. Like, they can watch me move it then. Like, what are we doing? Let me move it, damn it. But it doesn't let you. It's very sad. Okay. Very good. What are we missing? What are we missing at this time? Are we missing anything else besides what's still in the truck? I think we're gonna be okay on the bleach, because I don't think we need to really worry about it until it's completely empty on both shelves. So we're gonna continue on and get our baked stuff. Get baked, if you will. Because this is all chia seed bread, which is crazy. So I'm going to stop here for a second, and we're going to fill this bad boy up with bread. Okay, and I think I'm going to get just a little bit extra to kind of help with the flow, because we do also need to worry about just having extras. Because people be eating this bread like it's nobody's business. It is a very good bread, apparently. Alright. Fridge. Please open. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Bread, you are going over here. Yogurts. Empty box. Empty box. You got it. All right, all of it fit right there. Good, good, good. Very good. Okay. What are we missing, if anything? Oh, right. I could have done another chicken nugget. I mean, do I have to, though? I probably should. Oh, no, I should actually get the fries, too. Man, there's just so much to do, and I can't hire anybody yet. It's fine. Get the nuggets. The french fries. It's a full box. 21. We'll just get both. Because one of them only has 6 in it, and I'm pretty sure that will fill up the freezer that we have, but just in case that it doesn't, I'll be prepared. There you go. Damn, okay. All empty? Okay, good. Very good. Okay. Take this up. Put all the empty boxes in a corner because they're empty, so they don't matter anymore. And just a double check that. There we go. Back to the grind. I suppose I could open the store now, but I don't really want to right now. Ooh, where am I putting the water? I have water back there. I'm not selling it? That's crazy. I guess I could stick it with the juice. There we go. I just realized there's no spot for the water. So we'll do it like that, so if I get any extra, I can just figure it out from there. Oh, it was empty. Disgusting. Always forgetting something. Okay, what do we actually need to stock, though? If anything. Alright, so I'm gonna just start putting stuff on the trolley thing, and we'll go from there. I'm sure there's something in here that I need to have stocked already, and people are gonna be like, oh, you're out of this product! And I'm just gonna have to chase them down the street with a knife. Not a knife. Well, that sounds dangerous. Alright. Good. Good. Okay. Welcome back. Girl, there's so many empty boxes. There's so many. It's okay. It's fine. All right. I think we're done. Finally. We're finally done. We're finally... Just gonna vacuum up any bullshit that I might have forgotten. Left behind. Okay. Cool. We're at $700. $800. Alright, so the plan is gonna be to double check what we have, don't have. Looks like we still don't have our chia seed bread. Someone's probably gonna lose their mind over that. Probably already did. Okay, put that in there. And there. And I think that's good enough for now. We can just replenish as we need. We don't need to stress over it. Do I have stock of Alani? Yes. No. Well, does this count? It's just juice. And if you put some coffee in it, I'm sure it'll make some concoction that's aligned with Alani. But maybe isn't. Won't taste like it that much. Maybe. Possibly. Let's see. Do we need anything? No. What a weird concept. We don't need anything. But do we want to buy a license? No, because those are expensive. Jesus Christ. Actually, I could probably swing it. I just saw your emote. It's funny. We'll see how the day goes. Cause I could get this license now and just start stocking now. But I just feel like that would be endangering how much money I make for the day. But I do need to go get a... Yes, I am drinking a pink slush. As I talk about my low stock of Alani. Alright, let's get some bread going. See, look how organized we are. Look how organized we are. I should get a cooler for my produce, but I'll do that in a minute. Where am I going? I'm going back here. Perfect. And then I'll hire a guy to do it for me. Not yet, though. I can't hire one yet. Alright. Hey, great, now there's a hive mind. Are you also having a pink one? Alright. Do I want a medium or do I want small? Do I have a favorite font? Yes. So if we're talking serif fonts, Garamond. Garamond is a good one. I like Times New Roman, but it's very particular to my mood. But I like the serif fonts a lot, but Garamond is one of my favorite. There's another one that I think starts with a G that I also like, and I cannot remember the name of it right now. But for sans serif fonts, I like Verdana the most. How about yourself? I'm assuming you're asking because you also have one. Alright, let's get a Black Chancery. Do I know that one? I used to know all the fonts. It used to be my autism special interest. Oh, yes. Oh my God. I like using that one for titles of things. It's very Anne Rice. It came up in a chat about Virgos. Damn. Shit. Shit. Okay. I mean, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get a medium walk-in freezer, and the reason for that is we are going to have a lot of produce coming in. And I think it would just be wise of us to get the largest kind of I don't even know if it's gonna fit in here. Uh-oh. Alright, so here's the plan. We're gonna take all of this right now, all the product that we have that isn't an empty box. We're gonna pile it up in a corner. No. We're gonna pile it up like this. Helvetica. I guess, honestly, if I'm being really honest, I think it just depends on which fonts I'm using for what. Like, the Black Chancery that you mentioned, I think goes well if you're doing, like, chapter titles, because I did start writing a book, like, years ago, and I had, like, fonts specifically meant for, titles of things. What kind of degenerate dude, the other day, Pisces and I were talking about, we were in the mod chat, we were talking with the other mods about like um making like basically the graphics for stuff, and we were like, okay, what font do we want to use? And I jokingly said Comic Sans, and everyone disliked that because who the fuck is still using Comic Sans and Pharaoh? They're good fonts, but not for that. Like, not for, like, all of that shit. Whatever you're trying to do with it, it's not for that. Alright, so this is a medium walk-in. We're gonna have it set to cool because we're gonna get a lot of produce, and produce requires a cooler, not a fridge, not a freezer, but a cooler. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna, I don't know, actually, are we missing anything? Hell yeah, we're missing a ton of shit. Okay, let's start stocking this. I actually should hire a stalker for the night shift. I think that would actually be a grand idea because we're gonna start getting a lot of product. Oh, it's easy for people with dyslexia to read. I didn't know that. So now I feel kind of like an asshole for being like, who fucking uses Comic Sans? No, it's actually a good font. My bad. All right, so what we're gonna do is we are gonna look at our hiring situation. We can hire one person. It is still ugly. You're right. We're gonna hire a restocker for the night shift only. Okay, but we're not gonna hire him until the next day. Well, no, actually, let's hire him now because it's gonna take the money regardless. So let's do this one person named Quinn. What a fun name that is, because I used to go by Quinn before I decided on Val. That's pretty funny. I won't lie to you, that's pretty funny. Okay, so for our restockers, managed staff, for restockers, I'm gonna set them at restock threshold 40%. They're at 75 right now. 40% I think is better because you are restocking kind of slowly. I mean, we don't have stuff flying off the shelves that much for me to be all that worried about it. So we're just going to keep it like that. I'm going to take these breads down, and I think I want to invest in another baking license, and then just kind of consolidate what's happening here. I think that sounds good. All right, we're gonna end the day. It's gonna take out a buttload of money. Actually, it didn't take out that much. We still have $1,200. So the plan is, since it paid everything that we needed to pay, we have this money for ourselves. We are going to do a restock. I don't know how much of a restock we're going to be able to accomplish at this conjecture, but I'm going to actually do my bread first because that's going to probably take up the most time. Fridge, bread, fridge with bread. We're going to do 2 of these for now. You can do the last croissant. Well, that's not the last one. The last one's down here. We need to do some restocking of the bread at some point and other items, but we're going to put up what we have for now so that it is ready. And then we'll go from there. I could have hired a baker, but I wasn't thinking about that. I was just thinking, bread. Okay. Good. Good. Okay, we're good. Oof. Burping. All right. Go. Freezer. What do we got in here? Okay, I think that's good enough. What am I going? Where am I going? What am I doing? All right. Ice cream. Ice cream. Yeah. French fries. Yeah. More French fries. Yeah. All right. Good. Good to go. Are both these empty? Yeah. Alright, so this just means that we can do a fresh order. We have 1,200 to work with. I think that's a great amount to work with because we still need to get some shelves. And I'd like to get at least the 1, but we're probably going to need 2. So we'll get 2, and then I'm going to select vegetable shelf because I want to look at just the produce. How much is an apple pallet? $100. Lemons are 3. Carrot is 5. Grape is 3 as well. I don't think we'll need that many to start with, so we're going to drop all the way down to 4 because we do have a guy that can restock. I don't think we need to restock right now, so by the time he comes in, we'll be able to restock easy peasy lemon squeezy. So that's already taking $700 from what we have. We'll have about 500 left. I'm probably going to spend all of it on just stocking up everything because I do think we need to do that. We'll get some extra mac and cheese, bleach, and laundry detergent. That looks good. I don't think we need much else beyond that amount of stuff. We're already dipping way into our money, and I think we're good on baked stuff, so that's actually good. But that leaves us with an issue with our frozen stuff. We actually should restock some frozen stuff, but I will wait till the end of the day to do a big restock of that as well because we're doing a big restock of regular groceries. We'll do the frozen stuff at the end of the day with the money we make from today's restock. So I think it's going to be okay. Do we not have coffee and tea already? Let's see. Well, I know we don't have tea, but we should have. Well, we have tea and we have coffee. What is happening right now? Okay, so for the shelf that I just bought, I think what I want to do is use that for the dry items. I really do need it for produce, but again, we will make more money today. I'm not worried about the money. I'm worried more about the organization of everything, because if I don't know where something is and my stalkers don't know where something is, that's a problem. My stalkers will know because they are they're machines, they're NPCs. They're built to know what things are, where things are. But I unfortunately still need to stalk in the mornings, and I would like to know where everything is. So let's grab all this produce. Very good. Very good. That's it? No. We have a little bit more back here. Good. Let's go to the cooler. Just dump this in there. And we'll restock as we see fit. This is the cooler where the produce should be stored. I made the mistake of, in this file, I thought fridge would be good for produce. I didn't think to put it in the cooler, and then I put it in the fridge with the baked stuff. The baked stuff was fine because it's supposed to go in a fridge, but it did not need to go in the fridge. So that's kind of on me. Kind of, it's very much on me. So we had that issue to deal with initially. So that was kind of an issue, but it's fine now. We're fine now. It's fine. All right, so produce gets a shelf and outside gets a shelf. We'll need more shelves for sure. There isn't a shelf we don't need, but for now, this is gonna have to be our way of doing things because it's a bit much to do it any other way. So we're going to put grapefruit up here. I'm going to organize this first. Jake, I guess we can put that there. It's fine. We have plenty of everything, so we don't need to worry about it. I'm doing it this way so that when we do inevitably get more, my reloaders will know that, my unloaders rather, my restockers, they have a name. They have names. They'll know where to put stuff. And in any case, I can always move it around some more, give it some more space. Okay, cereal. We'll do cereal first. Oh, look, there's windows up there. Hello. I can see. We'll do water down here. There's still empty boxes sitting around, but that's okay. Do some flour. Do tea. That's an empty box, so we'll put that over there. And we'll do coffee next to the tea, because I think that makes sense. Oil, we'll do right there. Oil and water goes together. Who knew? There we go. Flowers up here. I definitely don't have enough shelf space for everything going on here, but that's okay. Because I don't need to have that much shelf space to do the things that I'm doing. Plus, a lot of this stuff is stuff I need to replenish anyway, so even if I, like, take up a whole shelf, I still need to restock a bunch of things, so... And I unfortunately keep finding boxes that have tea in them. That's like 5 teas, and then 2 teas, and then... It's like, girl, you did not plan right. Perfect! Perfect! Yay! Cleaning stuff. Yay! JK, we have that already. Mac and cheese! What are you doing by the cleaning stuff? Get over here. Uncle Tony! Do you guys have an Uncle Tony? Does anybody? You don't have to tell me if you do, but I'm curious. How many people does this apply to? Verb tweeting as they fly down and make themselves... Oh, that's cute. I love birds. What do you mean it exceeds safety height limit? Fuck you, man. I'm just trying to live here, man. I'm just trying to exist in this day and age. Thank you very much. Okay. So that's about it. We're good. We did our thing. We can return this to where it goes. And then yeah. Move along, move along. I don't need to order much else. Oh, I need to order creme fraiche though. I don't really have the money to order creme fraiche, but we're gonna have to order some creme fraiche at some point. Alright, do we have creme fraiche? No, but we have milk and we have yogurt. And that's just gonna have to do for now. Because we are not out of those things, but we're getting there. As you can probably tell by this very empty and sad shelf. Right, let's put this here. Alright, well, that was sad and depressing. As it is. As most things are. It's empty now. How sad. Alright. We're good to go. I think. Possibly. Can we survive without creme fraiche? Gordon Ramsay, can we do it? Oh, I need to restock water. I don't have eggs. Ugh. Disgusting. Okay, well, we'll make the money back. And then we'll get a fridge/freezer combination of things that we need. Like eggs. I also need water, apparently. Or do I? Oh, wait. Oh, I have clean stuff right there. The sooner I can get all of this organized, the lot happier I will be. But for the time being, we're just gonna have to live in our own chaos. It is what it is. I get the water off the shelf. And stock it. Oh, not there. Not there. Alright. Good. We got the box. Take that away. Another box. Perfect. And then we need to stock this. Because I realized that we could. I remembered. I was smart. I was like, we have that in the back. And we need some at the front. Isn't that crazy? Crazy concept. Alright, I think we're good on that. Like I said, the money we make from today, we will likely get to restock our fridge and freezer stuff. But for now, we're going to just kind of start applying what we need to the cart. I don't want to get any more yogurt right now. That's kind of the bottom line for me. We're going to get more french fries. We're going to get more meat. We're going to get more chickens. Lots more chickens, because we always need chickens. And we're going to get more ice cream, because there's always a need for ice cream. And then we just kind of wait it out and see. And we don't have carrots. I just realized. Excuse me. We need carrots. No, we have carrots. They're on the shelves. I didn't stock them. I'm very stupid. Not stupid, just not very bright. I was so busy organizing, I didn't stop and think we actually should probably put that on the shelf. So, silly me. Let me go do that. The one thing I forgot was the carrots. Alright, we did it. We stocked the carrots. It wasn't even hard. Go us. Alright. Good. Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. We have ice cream, so I can definitely work towards that. I was waiting for it. I was like, I called myself stupid. I'm just waiting for someone to run into the chat like, no, you're not. Like, thank you. I know. It's unfortunately a reflex for me to just be like I'm stupid about something that I know I'm not. But it just unfortunately the way it goes. Thank you. Thank you for always looking out. There's just one in the box. What the hell? I hate when that happens. Pisses me off. It pisses me off so bad. All right. Well, looks like we gotta do some bacon. Bacon. Are you guys bacon eaters? I love bacon. Ad break. What do you mean there's an ad break? Nuh-uh. Not in my Christian Minecraft server. Wendy's. Oh my god, you know what? You're right. The Baconator. It's the best thing on their menu. One of the best things. I'm not gonna say it's the best thing, but it's up there. It's pretty up there. For me. Alright. I kind of want to get another baking license, but for now, I'm going to take the big risky and I'm just going to order this stuff right now. And then run it over to my freezer section and let my restocker handle it. He's not even that fast. Hurry up. Hurry up. Actually, I could probably stock most of this myself. Because it's really fun to stock things. Okay. Okay. Let's put the eggs up because Lord knows these people need their eggs. Got the chickens. Okay. That's stocked. Can I get this all done before the ad break starts? We'll find out in today's exciting episode. Alright, get the creme fraiche. Some lady is complaining that I don't have eggs when there's eggs literally right in front of her. Very smart. Very smart. We do not have a Wendy's near us, so I'm gonna have to tap out of the Wendy's purchasing. I did treat Luna to some Wendy's at some point. She was not a fan, but we probably didn't get the best thing to get there. I don't remember what we got. It was a long time ago, but I do want to go back. Do you think I can get this done in the 2 minutes until ad break? You guys think I can do it? I don't think I can do it. But I'm gonna try, just for you. I'm not even done getting all the stuff off the truck. This is gonna be a lot. So what will probably happen during the ad break is I will probably still be doing this in the middle of it. So feel free to stretch and hydrate. Do what you gotta do with your time. I'm gonna probably take my time doing this. And then we'll come back. Right. To the freezer. To the salon. Most of these are empty eggs, by the way. Like, empty boxes, I mean. Most of them are empty boxes. Like, look at that. It's mostly empty boxes. Very few that are not. The eggs don't need to be in here, but it's gonna bother me that they're not, but it's okay. I took the wrong label off, didn't I? Anyways, we'll just deal with that later. We got more stuff to get off the truck while we hit an ad break. So, stretch, hydrate, eat a food, take care of yourselves. I really hope you guys take care of yourselves. Long grain rice is gone. Bitch, stop eating all my rice. And then maybe it won't be gone. You ever thought of that? Maybe. Don't eat all my rice and then you'll have rice. Maybe. It's a thought. You can consider that thought, right? Anyways, yeah, please stretch, please hydrate, do what you gotta do. I'll be here. What do you mean it's reserved to a staff? Get away from me. Hydrate reminder. Thank you for the hydrate reminder. Let's all hydrate together. Did we run out of juice? Jesus Christ. Alright, that is our frozen stuff and our non-frozen stuff as well. We are probably going to need to buy more shit because we always need to buy more shit. So, before we do that, though, I will very likely get a license for my baked goods because we need baked goods. Baked goods need to be consumed. And I might hire a guy. I might hire a baker. I might hire somebody else to do my job. So, okay. Can we hire somebody is the question. We cannot. Not until level 36. So, we're not going to hire anybody at this time. However, I do still want to get a license. It's probably a bad idea, but I still want to. Manage staff, $700. So, restock threshold. Alright, let's end the day. Since there's no more customers, we have 1,700. No, we have 900. Ugh. Okay. So, we don't need any bread right now. Could we afford a license? Probably. But should we get a license? That's a better question. Should we? I'm not too sure about that. So what I will do is just double check what we have that we could get. We'll start with vegetable shelf. We're good on vegetables. Regular shelf items. We definitely should get some more long grain rice and some more chips because everybody's eating the chips, and some cleaner stuff. All right, fridge. What do we need that's on the fridge? We need juice. Probably should get a milk, probably should get a water. And then freezer, I think we'll be okay with the freezer section of stuff, but I'm just going to, for my own panicky reasons, buy some stuff because shit goes fast, dude. Okay. And now we have $4. We have $4, y'all. But it's okay, because if we run low of something, we have a restocker who comes in at 2:30, so it'll be okay. Open the store. We're gonna drop some of the cold stuff off to be stocked immediately. But then we'll fill up the freezer section. We'll put our frozen stuff away is what I mean. What do you mean the shelf is full? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Alright. That's going in the fridge. Not the freezer, the fridge. Oh, my camera went out. Are we serious? How long has that been like that? That's better. Okay. Cool. I love me some streamer scuff, don't y'all? It's my favorite. Alright. How we looking? Good? Okay. Alright. Good. All the freezer stuff gets put away immediately. Our restocker can handle it when they get here. There we go. I have 2 shelves in there and 0 organization. It's fine. We'll figure it out later. Good, good, good. We'll deal with this a different time. Or shall we deal with it now? I should probably put up more chips because I have a feeling that's where our problem is the chips and the long grain rice. So let's do our job. Let's not be lazy. That's not my thing. That's other people's thing. I'm not a lazy person. Well, I can be. I can be a lazy person, but I'm not inherently a lazy person. Okay. Rice. Rice is nice. And we'll put this in the back. Do we have tea that I can grab? We should have some tea somewhere. There we go. A whole thing of tea. Just one little box of tea. That's fine. JK. Okay, that should be fine. It's already 12. Can you believe that shit? I can't. I cannot believe that it's already 12 o'clock and my streams run till 1. Kind of nuts if you ask me. You didn't, but if you did, that's what I'd say. I'm just gonna replenish the eggs because I have a feeling that they already need to be replenished. Yep, what I think. What I say. No ice cream? Seriously? Seriously, man. Seriously. Seriously, bro. No ice cream. What are you gonna do? Man, it is so disorganized in here. My restocker's gonna come in and be like, did no one do anything while I was gone? Nope. No one did jack fucking shit. Do I have anything here? Yes, I do. Perfect. Perfect. Very nice. Is all of this empty? Yeah, it is. I just brought a bunch of empty boxes in here like an idiot. Just get some extra stuff out. I'm hoping that at some point I get the money to just get like huge stock of certain products that I use a lot. But that will probably involve getting another loan because that's the only way I see that feasibly happening. I'm not saying I can't do it on my own. I'm saying that it's very likely going to be off the back of a loan at this point in the game, but it's the only way that makes sense to me at this current. This is reserved to a. What do you mean it's reserved to a staff? I am the staff, you bitch. Good old video game logic. It's reserved to a staff. I own the place, you motherfucker. Anyways, what are we looking at? I should probably get to the bakery section and just clean that up because it's definitely running out of stuff. Alright, so there's that. Did this motherfucker really just put 2 and 2? I swear, some of these bots are stupid. Okay, we're at 2,000. I think we're okay to not buy anything right this second. Maybe. I do have a restocker coming in, and he literally is just starting, like, now. So, he'll figure out what needs to be done. I don't think I need to do anything right now for myself. Maybe I'll pay off some of this loan a little bit, since we have extra money. It's gonna cost us about $700 per day to pay our employees. I don't remember if we have any other bills right now. I don't think we do. So, I think we'll be fine. Let me think. Do we have enough money for an expansion? No. For sure we do not. Do we have money for another license? We probably don't. I think what I'll do is I'll start replenishing our bread for the future. Actually, we don't really need that much bread. We just need the baguette. So maybe I could get that bread license. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and get the bread license. I'm actually going to just fill up on the new bread. Ugh, it's so much money. But set the prices first. Because this match all to market is a godsend. And then open the fridge up. Are these all empty? Did I just dump a bunch of empty boxes in here? That's smart. I love when I'm smart. It's my favorite thing. Alright, do that. And do that. Okay. So we're gonna come in here with our too much of bread that we just got. I'm gonna bring some of it to the trays so I can add it to our new collection. Yep. Get 4 of those. Get 1 of those. Okay. We have a little bit of time before I need to worry about it spoiling, so we're gonna just create a new spot for all of them. Don't know why it did all that, but okay. I think for this particular bread, it's okay to have multiple shelves of it because the way that it layers when you bake it, or when you go to place it in the display, is a little different from the way the other breads display, so should be fine. Good, good, good. Okay, I'm actually gonna move this down and this up, so we got a little bit of a clarity on where things are. Okay. Bro needs to stop putting this bread like this, but okay. Alright. We're gonna do our donuts right here. They're not donuts, they're bagels, but in my heart of hearts, they are donuts. And I'm gonna put these here. But there. No new customers will come at night. Well, that's too fucking bad, isn't it? Let's not forget all the other bread that's been just sitting on the truck this whole time. It doesn't spoil until you've started to remove it from the truck. So once I've done this part, it's going to then start its slow process of going, hey, it's spoiling. And then I have to like park it in here a certain way because I got so much of it. No new customers will come at night. Oh no, that's so sad. And this way, I also have extra baguette because I was running low of it. Bread, baguettes, bread. In hindsight, I probably should have made the fridge, the medium fridge, be the bread fridge because of just how much volume of bread that I'm having right now. But the way that I'm seeing it is that at some point I'm gonna buy an extra fridge just for the refrigerated items that aren't bread, so that bread will... What do you mean unload? That was everything. That's everything, you dumb piece of shit. Are you stupid? Don't answer that. I might be surprised at the answer being yes. Anyways. Just gonna park this in here. And he can deal with it. Or mess it all up. Either way, he's gonna do it. Whatever he does, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it the way he does it. Okay. So we're gonna end the day. We ended the day with a balance of $18.73. The total profits were $12.0158. Total sales were $3,600. Oh, that's so painful when you think about the fact I had to redo a restock. But it's okay. It happens. So we're at $1,100. Start of the new day, and I have fresh new types of bread. So if you see here, these twist rolls, they literally just twist and layer on top of each other. So that's what she said, but that's pretty much how they function. So it'll be good for future stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because like this is several pallets of this bread that's being layered on top of each other. So I'm gonna be good for a minute. Okay. I fucked up. Okay. There we go. That's better. That's better. Did I not have croissants? What kind of world do I live in where I don't have croissants? That's disgusting to me. You love Wendy's? Wendy's? Where's the baguettes? Yeah, the typos are not being very kind to you today, but that's okay. When are they kind to any of us? Where am I going? They do have good chocolate chip cookies, you're right. I also think Subway had pretty decent chocolate chip cookies, but I might get flagged for that. Why did I grab this one? We have this one. Oh well. That's fine. Stardew Valley cosplay? That seems interesting. Waiting for everyone to dress like Abigail. Oh yeah, Subway also used to be in competition with Quiznos. Y'all remember Quiznos? That shit was ridiculous. Do I have ice cream? No. How much is it to get? Oh, that's not that bad. Let's order some stuff for the sake of having it. Because we kind of don't have it. Fire. Oh, okay. Nice. We're gonna get a whole pallet of ice cream cones because then it won't fly off the shelves as fast if we have a replenishing stock of it. Oh, Quiznos, yeah. We don't have Quiznos anymore. The last one died, I think, about a couple years ago. We had it for a while. It stayed alive for a while, but it kind of died off. Same with rallies. I'm still sad about that. All right. We're just gonna shove a bunch of stuff in the freezer and forget about it. Because that's just the right thing to do, is to forget about it. Except these eggs. We don't want the eggs in the freezer. Or do we? Who knows? Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. Alright, we got some water. I will keep that in mind, because I do really miss rallies. Enough to bother Luna into driving to San Diego. Or wherever the fuck it is. Because I can imagine it being in a major city. But rallies near me. That's a good question. Rallies near me. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Nah, that's not doxing yourself. You're fine. I mean, if you want to. I'd rather you come here and eat things that you wouldn't have in Florida, like an In-N-Out or something like that. Adventure. Safari. You had me at rallies, you got me with the safari. I think I know what you're talking about, though, because I think the last time that we went down there, we drove past the safari, and I was like, safari? And I know Luna's been wanting to take me to go see the giraffes, so. If you don't know, my favorite animal is actually a giraffe or a lion. Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, we have Universal, we have Disney, which aren't necessarily unique. Again, with the camera, seriously. Disney and Universal are not unique to California, but our versions of it is. So we have in every Disney there's a specific unique ride to that location. I forgot what it was in Florida if I'm being honest, but in California it's the Cars ride. It's like a 3-hour wait because some people come here just for that ride. Um it's also in California, so that's great. Um we also have at our Universal Studios we have a Universal tour that shows you the back lots where all the movies were filmed. Like all of the movies pretty much that were filmed at Universal lot were filmed here. Excuse you, stomach. I'm not done. Get another box shelf. I'm gonna just start now. Let's go. My stomach's upset with me. Never heard of that one before. Your stomach's upset with you, Val? That, like, never happens. Alright, we're gonna get some French fries, because we forgot to. Yeah. It's kind of funny how you can know somebody for years and not really fully know everything about them. Yeah, that Cars ride is amazing. It's one of my favorite rides. Oh, and our Universal Studios just got the Mario Land. So that's cool. Super Mario Land. We have a Mario Kart ride at that location as well. Which is pretty cool. I just haven't been because parks are fun, but they are expansive. Yeah, I've heard that the safaris are better than the actual like zoos, but I do like the zoo in general because I like animals. I like all animals, but I go absolutely crazy over giraffes. Do we have cane sugar? It's just okay, I need to stock it then. Let me get my truck, my trolley. There it is. I be losing it. Yeah, I think I remember reading about them having a thing where you could feed the giraffes, and I was like, my eye was like twitching over it, but I don't know if they're still allowing people to do that. Just for whatever reason, I'm not sure if they still are. I do know that I think San Diego was also one of the ones where you could hold a lion cub, and that was something that I was interested in doing as well. Because they're just so cute. They're so cute before they grow up and eat you. I mean... Anyways. There was a joke in there and I decided to just not make it because that's okay for me to not make the joke. I'm mature enough to say I don't need to make a joke about this. I'm mature enough. I am enough. Metro Zoo, oh my gosh. I remember the Metro Zoo. I remember the otters at the Metro Zoo. I remember telling y'all that story. That was... Christ almighty, that was scary. I'm all turned around. I definitely think I need to get more tea because I think that's... Yeah. Okay. So. We're moving and grooving. We're doing fine. Is this an empty box? I sure fucking hope so. Jesus Christ. Could you imagine? It was an empty box. Do we have tea? Yes or no? No. Okay. We'll probably just wait till the end of the day because I don't want to do it when, well, let me just actually say this. Let me just be ballsy for a second and say this. I think we'll be okay if I order shelf stuff right now. The worry that I have is that we are going to eventually need to restock on all the other frozen stuff. But I think it'll be okay either way. I think we'll be fine. Because even if I get, like, a bunch of tea, right, it's still not going to put me in the hole. Because I still need just about 700 to pay my employees. And, it will yell at me if I don't have enough to pay the loan initially for the first of the day, but by the end of the day, I should have enough to do both. So it's fine. Mm. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. I love that. I don't know. I've seen a lot about weddings at zoos and weddings at Disney. I remember seeing the stuff about the packages for that, and it's at minimum like $40,000. And I'm talking about it because it's something that I used to want. I mean, money. If money's no object, I probably would still want it because unfortunately I'm just a big kid. But it is not cheap, and I'm not going to be marrying a surgeon most likely. Oh yeah, yeah. At least the money's going into the animals. Did you just... The cane sugar's over here, my guy! My goodness! Also, I should have ordered cane sugar. My bad. That is the one thing that we sell out of probably the fastest is the cane sugar. So I will definitely need to be restocking that. Maybe get a full pallet's worth because of how quickly it goes out. So let me look into that. Before I do that, I'm gonna do another payment towards this, even though I don't really need to. My sister's husband's brother and his wife got married at Disney World. I think she had her one thing there as well. She had it planned since she was a kid. Wow. Some people really just know what they want in life, and I love that for them. But I'm also like, that's crazy you had that much planned ahead of time in your life that you're like, I want to get married at Disney. You know, all the more power to you. All right, let's do some ordering. How much is a pallet? $270? Let's do it. It's actually $243 because I'm getting a bulk discount. What about coffee? No. What about cereal? Why not? What about flour? Why not? What about... we're gonna eat like all of our money. All right, let's do some work here. Let's get half a pallet. Let's get half a pallet should be fine. Yeah. Yeah, that should be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. You know why it'll be fine? Because the day isn't over just yet. We have another 4 hours of the day. We ran out of eggs again. Oh, you redid your yard? In Final Fantasy? In real life? I'm assuming I'm gonna assume Final Fantasy unless someone tells me differently. Yes, okay. I was like, in real life, damn, girl. You crazy. You just were like, I'm just gonna redo my whole yard by myself. Had to be a game, because I can't imagine otherwise. Yeah, your employees in this game will quit on you if you don't pay them, which is, I think, 100% valid. I think if someone's not going to be paying you to do your job, you should definitely quit as soon as possible. If you're not getting paid efficiently, come visit. 17, 18. I'll write that down for later because I will forget. Visit again. Yeah, I visited when you weren't even home. Okay, I'll write down. Yeah, I know. I was like, oh yeah, Apothic invited me to her house in Halicarnassus. Let me go visit. She ain't even here. I don't think you were even home. even outside the game. I don't think you were actually home. You were busy that day. I was like, so I'm at your house. Totally not creepy. Alright, I think that's everything off the, yep, that's everything off the truck, except this box of chips, but it's okay, we'll handle it. Gonna shove this in here. And no new customers will come at night. You love visitors? I mean, sure, but when you're not home? Do you still love visitors when you're not home? Because I wouldn't. Mm-mm. Yeah. I think it's good to be a little bit of a nosy person sometimes. I'm pretty nosy sometimes. All right, you got a visitor. All right. It's a pallet. I might go ahead and do random restocks and use up all my money throughout the week of playing this because it's gonna help me have an efficient stock, but also no money. But at least I'll have things. I definitely need to get more yogurt, more milk, more creme fraiche, more juice. Ugh. More french fries, of course. Okay. No new customers are coming at the end of the day. I have a balance of 1,600, which is actually 800 because I had to pay not my customers. I don't pay my customers. I had to pay my employees. Is it retail something? All right. So I can't hire anybody else until level 36. So I am stuck doing a lot of these tasks still, but that's okay. So I'm going to move a little bit of things around because I actually want to do it this way. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. And then we'll do this. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. All right. We're gonna keep not donuts, they're bagels. We're gonna keep the bagels there because my goal is to do all these little bite-sized breads here, right? With these breads. And then I'm going to when I get donuts eventually, I'm going to put them right there. And that should be fine for now. What are we actually missing, though? Because we do need to do some refreshers. Chicken? What is the damn chicken? Alright. Frozen items. What we got? Alright. This is going to be an emotional roller coaster for all of us here. We have plenty of ice cream. We do not need more ice cream. But I am gonna try and fill up on everything that I can, as much of it as I can. As far as our freezer section goes. Ooh, that's already taken up so much. And then our fridge stuff, I also need to refill. God damn. Y'all were eating me up. Jesus Christ. Alright, so that's a bit much. So I might only be able to get one of everything, but at least we'll have one of everything. Instead of nothing of nothing. You know? You know what I'm saying? Alright. Let's grab all that, and we're just gonna stock it pretty much immediately, and then we'll open the store. I think that's the smarter thing to do. Damn, okay. Girl, I said up here. Up here, bro. Alright. Good. Did we need to get more chicken nuggets? No. Did we anyway? Yes. Because we're a little crazy. I think what I want to accomplish next time I play this, like next time we're on here, is to just slowly get an item, like just pick an item and then get a pallet of it. So my idea is to, like, say we run out of frozen chicken like nobody's business, so I would get a pallet of that. And then after I'm done getting a pallet of that, I get a pallet of the minced meat that we have here, or a pallet of the cutlets that we have, because we do go through them a lot, and it would be more efficient if we had our own, like, you know, like, system for it. Okay, and I think that's good. We can just do this to pick up all these empty boxes. Gonna slap on that open sign, and we'll be good to go. Right? Double checking. I have all these empty boxes. Yep, I really did have a bunch of empty boxes just sitting there. That's crazy. Awesome. Actually, let me put that back. Do I need to stock anything else right now? Probably not. I missed a box. Silly me. Okay. I think we'll be fine. We have plenty of cane sugar in the back. We're gonna slowly make more money. So, let me get some ice cream. We did just refill on ice cream, so should be good to go. I think I only need to get the one box from the freezer. Yeah, it's fine. Actually, let me just put this up on shelves because I don't need it giving me hassle later on. You know what I'm saying? Perfect. Perfect. I was supposed to put that over there, but it's fine. Alright, let me clean this up so I can just kind of go from here. It's only ice cream, okay? Only ice cream. Okay. What can we start getting pallets of? A full pallet of the water is 200. Milk is 300. Yogurt is 300. Eggs are 1,000. Juice is about 1,000. And creme fraiche is 500. Freezer items. The minced meat is 240. No, it's 2,418. French fries is 800. Chicken is 1,000. Ice cream is 700. That's actually, I don't need that. Cutlets are 2,600. God damn. The chicken nuggets are probably the best option because they're sitting at 475. I think that's the best of all costs. Bakery, are we good? Yeah, we're good on the bakery when I do that. Grocery shelf type. Okay, so we have plenty of cereal. We probably should get more coffee at some point, but I think we're good there. Cane sugar, we are more than good. Macaroni and cheese, we're probably fine. What about long grain rice is 500. Flour is 300. Oil is 400. Tea is 500. Tea is probably our safest option because we really do go through it. What about toothpaste? It's $3,000 to refill on toothpaste. That's kind of insane. Jelly beans, 300. Clean dish is 900. Spray is 1,300. Detergent's 500. Soap is 300. Okay. This is just kind of giving me ideas of what we're working with. What about vegetables? Are we good on veggies? Probably should start refilling on some of these, but I think we're okay for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one freezer item and then get a full pallet of it. I'm going to get the chicken nuggets. That's $427 for a full stock of chicken nuggets. And then for our other grocery stuff, for our shelf stuff, I'm going to restock on I already did the cane sugar. So I'm thinking we can either do rice or we can do the jelly beans. Maybe the bleach. How much is the bleach again? 500? I don't know if I really want to do the bleach. Let's do... Yeah, let's go with the rice. I think the rice is probably the safest option. And then what I'm going to do now is just go replenish the tea because it looks like we have plenty of the tea just kind of sitting there. At the end of the day, what I'm going to want to do is do some shelves. And then instead of doing more inventory, just do some organizing in the back rooms so that we have a good assortment. I should have brought the cane sugar. That was silly of me that I did not do that. But my restocker's here and he can do it for me. So let me go get what's from the truck. Because he's gonna replenish what's missing anyway, so let's go ahead and bring all these chicken nuggets to the freezer. And get that going. Freezer good. And I think because there's just so many, I'm gonna go ahead and start stocking them from the top and see where they come down at. So we fit about 2, 3. Wait, what's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10 per shelf. Okay, that's not bad. And then we should be good on ice cream and chicken nuggets for a minute. And what I'm going to do now is also do some more payment towards that, because we'll still have enough for paying our employees. But also, I think we're going to have a little extra because we have some restock. Okay. Get some more chicken nuggies on the shelf. Close that. And then we can order some shelves maybe tomorrow. Yeah. Alright, so since there's a bunch of long grain rice here because I did order extras, I'm gonna start filling it up on this shelf, and if it takes up extra room, then it's just gonna have to take up extra room, you know? Because we can always do specific shelves just for dry items, specific shelves just for, you know, and I mean, when I say dry items, I'm saying like, this is for the rice, this is for the oil. These are still shelf items, but they're separated by the fact that, you know, they operate differently. So gonna he can figure it out. He's smart, I think. So we're gonna take a quick break from that. We're gonna check on the bread. Bread empty. Oh no. What have we done? The bread is empty. Okay. Good. Croissant. Yeah. I love croissants. Croissant. Or however the fuck you said it. Alright. I think we're doing a phenomenal job here. I don't know about you, but I think we're doing excelente. I might even do some more ordering, but that feels dangerous right now. So I think what I really should do is take a gander at the shelving situation. Maybe licenses. I don't know if a license is the best idea because we're still trying to handle what we already have. My camera has gone offline about 6 separate times this whole stream. Because even before I loaded the stream, it kept turning off. Probably because it's overheating a little bit. No, it's not. Maybe it's just being dramatic. Oh, thank you for being here. It is pretty much the end of stream almost. So I'm just going to kind of run my links. YouTube, that's where this video will be. This VOD will be at the end of stream. Oh, thank you for the new follow. Welcome. We are going to be ending stream here. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. Readings are open for private readings only. We are not doing live stream readings at this time. And also, the Discord is a great place to know when I am streaming and basically what my schedule is for the week ahead. Wow, we're at 2,000. That's crazy. All right, so we're going to switch back over to just chatting since we are done with games for now. Yeah, so this has been Megazord Simulator. I'm really enjoying this game. I've been enjoying this game for a hot minute. I will likely play on my other file after stream once I eat something because my stomach is yelling at me. So thank you guys for being here. If you guys are interested in tomorrow's stream, we're going to be playing a game called In Konbini. Konbini is a word for a convenience store, a Japanese convenience store specifically. It's supposed to be story-based, a story-based game. So just think of, similar to our Megastore simulators, our supermarket simulators, all of that. Will have that kind of element of stocking shelves, of setting prices, but there's supposed to be like a story in it. So we're gonna try that game, and we might try another game on stream as well if that game is kind of not really hitting. If it does and we play it the whole stream, great. If it doesn't and we don't play it the whole stream, also great, because for me, Try Game Tuesdays is to try a game. Paralyze has an update, a new patch. I'm just now seeing this. Excuse you, stomach. I'm not done with stream. Um, okay. Okay, I'll read this later because it's not pertinent to the ending of the stream. So there's also an update for Gotcha Capsule Shop Simulator, so we might try that tomorrow as well, see what the new update is going on with that. We might try something else altogether, but we will be trying games tomorrow, as our Try a Game Tuesdays do imply on the Discord. Feel free to join it so you get notifications of when I'm streaming, how long I'm streaming, what days I'm streaming, and all that. Readings are open, they are private only, and also if you'd like to leave a tip or any words of encouragement, you're welcome to do that as well. And then also YouTube is where I'm doing my one deck, one reading series. Excuse me. That stomach issue was coming out one way or another. It was better that it was a burp than the other way. Um, so yeah, so we haven't had start in 5 minutes, so I will take this time to end the stream. We'll come back tomorrow, same time, same schedule as always. Best of luck to you all. If you're not able to be here, please enjoy your week. Stay hydrated, stay safe, stay cool. If it's hot where you are, stay warm. If it's cold where you are, I think it's hot for pretty much everybody, but I stand corrected if I'm wrong. So we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here, and I will see you guys then. Bye.